Hi everyone, my name's Kristen and you're watching the Dahlia Society. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got a couple of brand new makes here, a new sew which I'm just in love with. I've also got a couple of plans, things that I've actually just printed out and want to get going on because I'm all about the autumn sewing at the moment, loving the layering and just loving shirt making. So if you want to hear about a fabulous shirt, stay tuned and I'll talk you through my brand new Closet Court Jenna shirt, which I'm just in love with. So have you all been? I'd love to hear what you're up to in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, that would be really greatly appreciated. It doesn't cost you anything, it's absolutely free. And if you enjoy the content here today, a thumbs up would also be appreciated. I love this time of year. You can see behind me the leaves are starting to change. The tones going a real golden yellowy colour. This is my beautiful golden ash tree. It's one of my favourite deciduous trees in the garden because I love the way it changes from a beautiful lime green in summer and it goes to this beautiful deep ashy golden colour before the leaves fall off. So it's just such a beautiful backdrop, and I'm really enjoying all the brand new autumn colours coming through. Now on Thursday I'll put out a brand new fabric release vlog which was all about the Fabric Godmother brand new collection that we had come over from the UK, which a lot of it has already sold out. It's been such a beautiful response to that, especially the tiger, the chocolate tiger garden with the lurex that has completely all gone, so I may need to get more of that, but some beautiful prints there. And we've also had a brand new drop in on Friday of the Indian block print fabrics that are such a popular fabric in our store. It's getting a bit windy out here. I hope you love the color range we chose. Phoebe and I really wanted to pick some prints that would take you through to autumn. So we've picked a few more subdued kind of shades which are just beautiful as well. So I hope you're loving what we've chosen. We've got a beautiful collection called Fleur de Lis. There is I think about 6 colors in that range. I'll put some pics up so you can see, as well as that a really lovely marigold, provincial marigold, and the Bordeaux Jardin, which is gorgeous as well. Some really lovely prints there. So head over to the new arrival section to see our brand new range of block prints. Now you may hear I am competing today with I think 3 separate people cutting their grass. There's a dog barking. I mean, it's all happening here, and there's a bit of wind blowing out here, but it was just such a nice morning to get you out into the garden to see a bit of the autumnal foliage. So I'm loving this Jenna shirt. I've also got a brand new make on from Atelier Jupe that I want to show you guys as well. I'm going to talk you through that first because I actually haven't got it on. It's in the wash because I've worn it, I think, 2 days in a row. I just like love this caftan, and I got Mum to make herself one as well because she said, what will I make? And I said, make one of these. It's a really lovely overshirt caftan style blouse. So I made mine in the beautiful Khaleesi fabric from Mason Blue Moo, which is a viscose, really lovely kind of Aztec-y style print, really gorgeous green and cream with the little splotches of colours through it. And I wanted to make the Lynn caftan from Atelier Jupe, which has been a very popular pattern for some years now. It's a very popular pattern in store. You'll see I've actually sold out, so trying to get hold of some more of those. But I wanted a caftan style shirt or sort of blouse without buttons. I really love the overlap style front. It's a fabulous blouse. Really enjoyed looking at Andrea from Beyond the Pink Doors sew along. So if you prefer to go through a sew along, she takes you through from start to finish, which is fabulous. It's quite an oversized blouse. I think I made the size 44 and graded out to a 48 at the waist, and I didn't really need to do that because it was quite generous. So it's always hard to know when making a blouse if you want that nice, easy, loose style fit, whether to size up or not a few sizes. But I always make sure I make the 44 around the shoulders and the neckline. But the only tricky bit in that top, you'll see Mum did have a little bit of trouble because the overlap bit at the front, when you cut the fabric out, you've got to make sure you're cutting at the exact angles, which is almost like a low kind of square or narrow squared neck. So it doesn't go on an angle, it goes straight down and straight across. That way you can snip your corners and overlap the 2 front pieces. So you've got to be very, very precise when you're cutting and cutting the little corners and things like that. So it was actually a beautiful make. I really enjoyed it. I ended up lengthening my sleeves and then cutting them back down again. I normally need to cut quite a bit off my sleeves because my arms are quite short. So that one I wanted to be kind of a elbow, just past the elbow length, and it looked a bit shorter on the model. But of course, being, you know, a lot of the time they've got longer arms and legs, so it's really hard to tell. So I think I would definitely just leave it how it was in the pattern directions there for the length, because next time I'll make it exactly as that. And I've really enjoyed making it. I put little side splits, so I left, I think it was about a 15 centimetre side split, which wasn't on the pattern, but I add that in quite easily. But I would love to make that in the dress form with the drawstring waist, because for summer and spring that would be a beautiful caftan pattern to wear. So I love the fabric. Of course, Maison Bleu Nude is one of our favourite French brands, and that fabric has been such a beautiful one I've been eyeing off for many months now in the store. I love that unusual kind of tribally print and love it with a pair of jeans, because at the moment I'm all about the kind of ankle length jeans, the little trainer shoes and blouses. They're just a really practical, handy thing to wear when you're busy, and yeah, you always look a bit more put together with a nice blouse and shirt on. Been looking at all the beautiful new fabrics coming out. Of course, over in the UK they've got the Stitch Festival happening, and I have been drooling over the amazing looking exhibition they've had on show there, and I really wish we had something similar here in Australia. There's always lots of creative kind of events like quilting and that kind of thing, but we don't really have much in the way of wardrobe sewing stitch festivals. I think that would be amazing to have that one day. But in the meantime, I am just drooling over watching everyone going around looking at all the brand new fabrics and new collections coming out. And as well as that, over in Germany, in Cologne, is the another big fabric exhibition that I would love to go to one day. So they're little bucket list for the future. I'd really love to head over to the UK and to Europe and just see a lot of these exhibitions, because that is where it's all at the moment. So yeah, a little bit green with envy, but yeah, loving seeing what everyone's getting up to. So what else have I made here? You might notice a new sew on here, the Jenna closet core, which I spoke about earlier. This I made up in the beautiful tencel linen fabric in the burnt sienna that we have in store. It is a beautiful fabric to sew with. It's got such a lovely soft texture. You don't have the crinkling like you do with a regular linen or linen viscose. That tencel really gives it a lovely softness. So I pre-wash my fabric first, because that way if there's any shrinkage, and it was very minimal, but it really softens it up nicely as well. It's very, very soft when you first use the fabric, and once you wash it, it gives a little bit more stability. I don't know what it is. It's something about the tencel. Has a beautiful suede kind of feel, but it looks like a really practical kind of fabric to wear, and it was especially beautiful to sew with. So I used a Pigeon Wishes. I'm going to show you guys up close. The chai latte buttons. Not sure if it's focusing on that or not, but the chai latte buttons, I really loved that with the burnt sienna tencel linen. Now the size in the Jenna, I made the large around the top half of the body and the extra large around the middle. Spot on, perfect, really happy. Isn't that great when you sew a pattern up and you do grading and you just fingers crossed, because I am a bit slack with making twirls or wearable twirls lately. I find that I really enjoy just getting stuck into the pattern and giving it a go. And as usual, I took 10 centimeters off my sleeve length, because I find when I make a shirt with a cuff, it always adds on way too much length, and it was exactly spot on right. So it's got quite a deep cuff on that. It's got enough room to do 2 buttons on that placket, and I just ended up putting 1, because I probably will wear it rolled up more often than not. But I was absolutely thrilled with how it came up. I love the side splits and the curve around the hem. The instructions were so precise. Everything was done so couture. It is one of those shirt patterns that if you haven't ever made a shirt pattern, it's got quite a lot of instructions. It can seem a little bit daunting, because I think it is one of those patterns that with closet core, of course, the instructions are always fabulous, but it is a very traditionally made shirt. You've got the burrito method, of course, with the yokes with the back. I've done that many times, but if you haven't done that, you might want to Google burrito methods, and I know Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles has got many burrito instructions, because it can seem daunting if you haven't done it before, but I was so thrilled with it. I was really thrilled with how the whole placket situation went with the cuffs, interface of course the cuffs and the placket at the front, the buttons there. But the thing that I found really unique about this pattern is that I've never had a shirt and collar and stand made in the way that was put together from Closet Core Patterns. It was a very unique way of putting it together. Now I'm assuming this could be one of the traditional style of sewing a shirt and collar stand, but it was very different to what I'm used to. I know that with Pattern Emporium, the way that Kate does the shirt and collar stands, a very simple, very fast way to do it. This was a little bit more mucking around, a little bit more detailed as far as the steps went, but in the end it all came together beautifully. And I must say it is one of the neatest collar and stand finish I've ever done. I really am thrilled with how it all came up. So I would suggest, if you want to look into couture style shirt making, this could be a really addictive thing, because I would say it's definitely one I want to make again and again. I really would love to make the dress version. I think it's something I'll definitely wear a lot with that nice gathered skirt, but at the moment, loving shirts. Really love this pattern, so I can highly recommend it. We got a delivery of the Jenna shirts in last week, with also the Fran pajamas, which is another very popular pajama style pattern from Closet Core. But yeah, I'd love to know if you've made the Jenna before. What did you think about the shirt, the collar and stand construction? Did you find it really different to what you're used to? Because I certainly did, but I would say that I knew while I was doing it, I wanted to go through the instructions exactly the way they were set out, because it was different to what I was used to, because I wanted to see how it came together. And I must say it's come together beautifully. Very clean way of sewing collar and collar stand, and very different to what I'm used to. But love the end result, so I can definitely see more Jennas in the wardrobe. If you love this fabric and the pattern, I'll link it in the description box below as well, and maybe you want to give the Jenna shirt a try yourself. I think it'll be beautiful also opened up and over lightweight tops. I think a shirt is such a good classic basic to have in the wardrobe, especially when I roll the sleeves up. It'll take you through summer and winter. Beautiful under a blazer or a little jacket as well heading into winter. But I must say that I haven't got a lot of plain classic style shirts, and it's what I need to add to the wardrobe. So this is one of the first that I'll be definitely putting in to my basics. So what have I got on the sewing table? Well, I've got a pattern that I've printed out. I am just waiting for the rest of the Atelier Jupe collection to come in. So hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have the whole collection here, because I really don't want to launch it till everything gets here. And that is patterns, fabrics, there's drills and there's denims, you name it, there's lots coming in that collection. So I actually want to make their new pattern release, which is the Hannah blouse. Very pretty looking blouse, very floaty, and I would love to make it in one of the new Atelier Jupe fabrics that are coming in a viscose. So that will be hopefully, fingers crossed, happening by the end of the week, and I'll hopefully have a new blouse to show you in that range, because I'm going to have trouble choosing one of the fabrics because that whole range is just stunning. But love the look of that little floaty blouse. You've got two different arm lengths as well, but I love that little split neck. And I know that Cynthia from Mountain Accents over in America. Hi, Cynthia. I loved watching your unboxing for our Dahlia Society box. Cynthia purchased one of those and we sent it over there. And although the box got really banged and squashed up by the time it got all the way to the US, everything inside was still perfectly fine, but I loved watching her unbox that. But I also loved the fact that she had that particular blouse, the Hannah blouse from Atelier Jupe, on in a simple black, and it just looked beautiful on her. So if you haven't ventured over to Cynthia's channel, Mountain Accents, I'll link it in the description box as well. You can go and show her some love and give her a follow, because it's wonderful seeing so many new people in the sewing community putting out YouTube vlogs so we can all watch. What am I making next? Okay, I've got 2 fabric pieces cut out here, and I think I mentioned in the Fabric Godmother fabric release that I'd pinched some of the gorgeous Emery crepe. So in love with this, it's beautiful. I'm thinking of making the Pattern Emporium easy fit shirt, the all in easy fit shirt, just a simple basic shirt. In 2 minds whether to make that or the other one was the Varley blouse from Pattern Fantastic, but I think I'm going to head towards a shirt because the shorter sleeve, the puff sleeve now isn't going to see me through the cooler months, and I think maybe possibly a shirt I could get a little bit more wear out of. I really love a classic staple shirt for heading into winter, especially for wearing underneath a little leather biker jacket or something like that with some jeans, so that could be the way to go. But I did see this morning that Josie from Fabric Godmother at the Stitch Festival was showcasing her beautiful fabrics in that collection, and she was showing a dress or a blouse in each of the fabrics what she'd made, and so much beautiful inspiration with that fabric. It really made me think, should I make a dress? Should I make a different blouse? What am I going to wear more? But I think she had some standout pieces there. She had a beautiful Wilder gown. She had the Varley dress. She had a French poetry pattern as well. So there was heaps of inspiration there. But I'm thinking maybe another shirt. See how I go. I'll have to decide. But this one's a definite. I actually am making in this beautiful Zani linen viscose, which was also from the Fabric Godmother collection. I have already cut out the pattern, the Ludo cape or capelet style jacket from Maven Patterns, their brand new release last week. It's a gorgeous little lined short sleeve style jackety capelet kind of. It's really an interesting design. It's something to make if you haven't made a fully lined garment. It could be your first go-to piece because of the simplicity of it. But I think I would love to wear it as a layering piece heading into autumn winter. I could see that definitely with a long black skirt or linen pants, or even some black jeans for winter, or even over just a simple black polo neck style ribbed dress would be really lovely as well. So that fabric is just smashing. I absolutely love it. I love the suns on it. I know it's in their spring summer range there, but definitely for me, I can see that heading into autumn winter with my colour palette. I know a lot of you had commented that you absolutely love the autumn palettes. I've had a couple of people say they can't wear it. Personally, for me, it is one of my favourite colour palettes to wear. I really enjoy a nice, rich, warm, sort of spicy colour palette. But they are the 2 things on my list this week, as well as hopefully a Hannah blouse. But whether I get them all done this week is another thing. But maybe I'll give myself a couple of weeks to come up with some more new sews. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed watching my new blouse making and shirt making things, and I would love to hear in the comments what you're making as well. I'll be back by the end of the week with the new Atelier Jupe range, the new collection, which is an amazing huge collection, so don't miss out on that one. Take care, happy sewing, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.